Greetings, Julia. This video comes to you from my bedroom. How does it feel to be me in my body, in my bedroom? Well, my shoulders feel open. I feel pretty happy to be making this video here.
How does your body feel right now, Maximus?
The first time that someone seriously asked me that, I was at the Shivananda ashram. I was in a meditation class and the teacher, pay attention to your body, notice the point between your brows. Very formal. It had to do with this Vedantic idea of Atman. In the Vedantic philosophy tradition, Atman is this sort of like inner self, this sort of like core being, but it's not really like you, it's not your personality, it's just like this like tiny, subtle, infinitesimally small non-thing that pervades you, that is your essence. In the Upanishads, there's this really important phrase, Ayam Atma Brahma. The Atman is the Brahman being like the infinite totality of everything. And this phrase saying the Atman, like your core self, the essence of you is the infinite totality of being. Very heady stuff. That's what I initially learned, was that paying attention to your body is connected with these very lofty goals of transcendence. But that's not always how it is, right? Like, there are many reasons you might want to pay attention to the body. So how does my body feel right now in my bedroom in a box? That box. The internet, it's an American invention, right? It's this product of American capitalism with very different ideas about self. No Atman in America. There's this painting called American Progress about manifest destiny, and there's Lady Liberty with the rugged pioneers at her heels, and she's casting out the savages as she colonizes the West. If we set aside the racist overtones, we really shouldn't, but just for a second, if we set aside the racist overtones, what you see is this really revolutionary idea, manifest destiny, that you can manifest your own destiny. It's nothing like samsara, with these wheels of life returning and returning and returning, that Atman land. What is it like to be meditating, this practice that was initially designed to connect us with the infinite, I suppose? Was it like to be meditating on the internet, in this like self box that our culture has created for us? Well, I make these videos for kind of selfish reasons. I have ideas that I want people to notice. I want to put myself out there, and maybe that's kind of like Lady Liberty, like pushing herself out into the West at the expense of all the indigenous people. Maybe it's a little bit like that. But I think I also make videos in a selfish way like the Atman. Selfish like Ayam Atma Brahman, that the self is connected to everything, maybe. When I upload a video to this channel, I'm capturing this like immaterial piece of myself. I'm putting it on display for everyone to connect to. I'm not really entirely sure what exactly it is that's being captured. It's not my body, but it's definitely me. Like some kind of piece of me. Maybe it's like the Atman, I don't know. Ugh. These videos we make, they're about lots of things. They're about squishiness, dumpster diving, Nicki Minaj. But the parts that I like the best are the parts that aren't really about anything.
You said this thing, and something clicked.
They somehow managed to capture this moment, this like tiny little crystallization of you-ness.
You're smart, you're kind, you smell nice, you have skin, and you're squishy.
Julia. It happens particularly when you smile, and I get this feeling in my chest of like, oh, there's Julia, she's there, and she's talking to me. It's this feeling of like expansiveness. I think just a little bit it's linked with this feeling of like being more than yourself, of being out there. I make these videos with you because they make me feel like I'm more than this physical body. I am this body, but I'm also in this screen. I'm in your mind. We're connected like Ayam Atma Brahma. So Julia, this is our end screen because this is the end of the video, and I'm wondering what you think about being aware of your body meditating on the internet so publicly. And so I'm gonna do a kind of silly thing. I'm gonna stare at the camera for the entire end screen, a whole minute. Just sit here and be aware of my body and be with you. And maybe then you can tell me how it felt. Okay, let's begin. How'd that feel? Let me know. I'll see you later.